Alright, it's been a couple of days since I've installed the Piranha Bar on the New Holland Boomer 40. I've been having a blast with it. This pile here of dirt and clay, I was not able to recover all this nice clay and dirt that I had on the side here because of all the rocks and chunks of cement and everything that were embedded with it. The flat edge of the stock blade of the loader just was having too hard of a time digging into clay with cement and rocks in it. But with the Piranha Bar, I was having no trouble at all. And in just, probably half an hour, made myself a nice pile here that I'm going to let sit over the winter, let the brush die off, and then recover a lot of the dirt and clay that I could use around here. As you can see also, I've been pretty busy along the tree line, taking down trees and pushing them over, digging them up, stacking them up along the side. So we're going to be doing more of that along the side here. I want to push back this brush and tree line about 10-15 feet because I've got more piles of clay and dirt that I want to recover. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to get rid of this old wisteria tree. This thing was completely out of control and was taking over the tractor shed, and what used to be the tractor shed anyway. Now we use it for other storage. But I'm going to go ahead and use the tractor and the Piranha Bar to rip this out, clean up the area, and take advantage of this beautiful fall day. So unfortunately I don't have the capability to film while I'm working, but I can show you the after effects, at least what we've been able to accomplish with it. So far I give the Piranha Bar an A+. Alright, so I can show you real quick just how this works. There's the tree line right there, brush line, bunch of crap, and 15-foot small saplings and things like that need to be removed. And like right there was a nice big tall pile of brush and everything. And what you do is you just ease into it. You can see how much the Piranha Bar was able to capture. What you do is you just inch up to the pile here. You raise up your bucket just a couple of feet. You make one initial pass. And you can see right there immediately trees and saplings are completely cut off. I'm actually dragging them back. And just within seconds, all of the brush and trees move out of the way here, and you can see it's completely cleared the area and exposed a real big pile of really good soil there that I'm going to move over to a low spot on the property. So it's just that easy. And take a look at, that's what was the Piranha Bar trapped and severed. Just cut it right off. And what I do is I just take that and move it back, push it back over to the dirt piles, and just leave it, and then I recover the dirt. So that's kind of the strategy. Alright, so this is just after one more pass on each area, and then I move over about 5 or 6 feet and make one more pass, and you can see I have to push the brush out of the way. And right here you can see we're coming up on a pretty good size small sapling, and what I want to do is I want to recover this dirt pile here. So I'll show you how this works. We just ease up to it, and you'll have to forgive me trying to hold this camera at the same time. so there's one scoop that's been removed. I was able to get very easily an entire bucket full, 72-inch wide bucket of real nice dirt. And what I've been doing is moving it over, and I'm not sure if you can make it out or not, but I've got a low spot where the gully, we've got a gully that moves right over there, and I've got a low spot kind of in that area over there. So what I'm going to do is bring over about 3 or 4 loads of dirt, spread it, fill up that low area, and that way there'll be no sitting water and all that, and it'll all flow into the gully. So I'll tell you, it sure makes clearing brush and digging into dirt and clay at least 5 times easier than what it is without it. Alright, so in just about 2 minutes, that's what we were able to do to the wisteria tree. And I'll tell you, I was out here before last year trying to get rid of it, and was not able to touch it with just a flat blade on the loader. So gosh, in just less than 5 minutes I made about 3 or 4 jabs into the base of the wisteria to cut loose a lot of these big stems and things coming out, and then I got the bucket up over the top of it, behind it, and pulled them back. So now I'll make a sweep from the left here and push all that crap out of the way, and then finish up cleaning up over here. So what I was working on for hours and hours last year, I was able to do in about 5 minutes here with the Piranha blade. Alright, so there we go. There's the final couple of passes with the Piranha Bar. The wisteria tree is completely removed. It was a very easy job. And I'm just going to take all that and push it over into the tree line. You can see I've got a pile already started. We'll push that back another 10 or 15 feet and probably find some more topsoil that we had brought in about 20 years ago that has long been lost. So very easy job to do with the right tool here. Alright, so we've got a pile of crap that we brought over from the wisteria tree, and a bunch of old rotted wood and stuff, and we kind of piled it up along the tree line here. You can see we got a bunch of 2, 3, 4 inch saplings and stuff that have all overtaken the tree line here. So what I'm going to do is just push this back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold the camera and operate the tractor properly here, but I'll give it a try. We are running air conditioning here in the cab in the sun. It actually is a little bit too warm, even though it's only about 70 degrees outside. So we got the air conditioner going, which is very nice. Alright, let's see if I can film this and try to actually do some work here. If this don't work, you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to be able to do is just take this pile of crap and bring it over the top of the dirt pile. Got a bunch of wood down there. Let's see if we can pick that up there's all the pile of crap that's piled up there, and what I'll do is recover all this really good dirt. This is about as close to topsoil as we get around here. So I'll recover that, and then once the dirt's out of the way, I'll be able to push back that pile of brush even more. So we're going to go ahead and do that to this entire tree line right here. I wish I could do a better job for you. I don't have one of these fancy GoPro cams or cameras mounted to the tractor. There's a lot of really good videos of people doing excellent work with their machines and accessories, and I apologize for the poor quality, but holding the small mini cam and trying to operate the machine is really, really difficult. But I'm just trying to show you, give you an idea of the first use of the Piranha Bar on the New Holland here. So anyway, I'm going to get to work and we'll show you maybe some of the results that we obtained after using it for about another hour or so. Now we're going to head in. Alright, so we finished on the north end of the property, and now we're moving toward the south end. And you can see I've kind of done the same thing, just making slow passes, taking all the brush and crap. And what's really amazing about the Piranha Bar is, like, you can see what it does is it branches and trees and things like that get stuck, they get wedged in between the sharp edges, and they just get, as you keep going forward, it just cuts them right off. So you start out taking them off kind of high, and then you come back later after you can see, you know, make sure you're not driving over something you don't want to, and you shear it off down at the bottom. But this is the initial first passes to clear this area. So we're going to go ahead and knock this this dead tree over. You can see there behind we've knocked over that dead tree, and I'm just about ready to knock over another pretty big one that's dead, but still planted pretty solid into the ground. So having a lot of fun with it. Starting to move a lot of stuff on this side as well. Made a few passes, just piling it up away. Eventually what I'll do is I'll come with the rear blade and make passes along here to level out the ground and make it flat, and eventually I'll be able to run the zero turn over that and actually cut it, and we'll be able to recover some more grass area and move the tree line back. And as you can see, I've been able to pile up a pretty good sized pile of really good dirt and debris, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread that into this back gully. It's got some pretty deep canyons that have been carved in from some floods. So that's kind of the reason for all the dirt here. so we can fill up these canyons. So, all right, let the fun continue. All right, just for the heck of it, I thought I would try to film while I knock this tree over. Probably not a real good idea, but I know if I was watching the video, I'd want to see some actual action. So let's see what happens as we creep forward here a little bit. There we go. Nice gentle shove. I do have the tractor in 4-wheel drive. The grass here, tires tend to slip on it pretty easy. But there you go. Knocked over 3 trees, and we got one more big one back there. So now that they're safely leaning over, now I can go ahead and get the bucket up to the trunks and all that. I'll lay them down flat and then shove them out of the way, and then probably just go out there by hand and pick up some of that debris, wood and stuff like that, throw them out of the way so that I could get scoops of fresh dirt, and then fill up those deep ravines that have been washed out to the south there. So, all right, so we're done for the evening, and as you can see, we've been having some fun with the New Holland and the new Piranha blade. It really performed excellent. I have no complaints whatsoever. I think we did exactly what we set out to do today. I cleared a tremendous amount of property here and recovered tons of dirt, and managed to spread it right where I need it. I think I probably safely recovered about 15 to 20 yards, about a triax load. So that all turned out real good. We knocked down about 5 or 6 trees. Some of them were about 6 inches in diameter. I was really surprised I was able to do that. So we filled up some of the gully that's in the past there. We took down some really big branches that were high up in the trees, but unfortunately they were hanging down low and getting in the way of the tractor, so I used the bucket and the sharp teeth to grab onto the branches and just plucked them down. So that was really cool. And I put a lot of dirt in some of the low areas in that gully. So I'll try to post this and just show you what we did in a couple of hours. It did extremely well. I'm very happy with it. So hope this gives you an idea of what the Piranha Bar can do. And again, my apologies for not being able to film more while I was actually operating the tractor. It's just almost impossible to operate the tractor safely and hold a camera and film at the same time. So again, hats off to the professional guys here on YouTube who put out some really good tractor videos and show how accessories are being utilized and things like that. I don't have that capability or skill, but hopefully this will give you a quick idea. And we got actually a whole bunch done on the north side of the property as well, so it was a pretty busy day. See you later.